Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Igwe Chedama. I'm a fashion designer and I love yoga. If this is your first time here, you are very welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. So today we're going to be making this dress. I made this dress during the weekend and I want to show you how I did this. If this is what you're interested in, keep watching. Right now guys, my fabric is on fold and I'll go ahead and start taking my measurement, and the shoulder measurement I'm working with is 7.5 inches, and the armhole is also 7.5 inches, which is also the chest line. Then from shoulder to waist is 12 inches and shoulder to hip is 20 inches, and then the new length is 34 inches. So that's the marking here. So now I bring my ruler and connect everything together just like so. Right now, to start taking our horizontal measurement, the chest is 8.5 and the waist is 7.75. Then the hip is 9.5. And for the new length, as usual, we're going to take away 2 inches from the hip measurement so that it will be fitted at the down part. From the thumbnail, you can see how the dress is. So this dress is actually going to have a yoke. So it's more like an off-shoulder dress with a yoke. So my neck, the neckline is 4 inches by 3.5 for the front part. So I'll just connect it with the curve ruler. Then I'm coming down here from the armhole by 1/2 inch, which is serving as the shoulder slant. Then for this down part, the dress is having more like a sweetheart neckline curve. So I'm going to curve it from here. So I went down by 1.5 inch from the chest line. Then I'll connect it to the armhole with the curve rule, just like you see me doing here. Then after I was done, I started adding the allowance to the dress. I added 2 inches for both the chest line, the waistline, as well as the hip line. I'll also add that to the nail length as well. So that is our sewing allowance to 2 inches. I almost forgot to do something here. Normally from your nail line, you don't cut on your nail line. If not, by the nature of this dress, you might not be able to walk properly. It will be holding you tight on the nail. So from the nail length, go up by 4 inches. So that is what I'm doing here. From my nail line, I placed my tape on it and I went up by 4 inches just for ease, and so it doesn't hold at the nail part, so that the person will be able to walk freely. Then when I was done with that, I then started connecting it, the whole markings, with my ruler. So right now, after cutting the front part, I placed that front part on another fabric that I'll be using to cut the back part. So what I'm doing here is marking 2 inches for the zipper allowance. Okay, so I placed my my front part after the 2 inches I've marked. That is for the zipper allowance. So I went up to make sure that what I have also at the top part is 2 inches. I don't want it to be more than that. So I had to connect it with the ruler like so to guide me on the other markings. So from there, the line I just marked, I placed my tape and marked 7.5 inches for the shoulder. Then I also came down by 7.5 inches as well for the armhole. I'm just covering the armhole here with my curve rule. Then from this top part of the armhole, I came down by half an inch as well, just for our shoulder slant. And then for the neckline of this back part, I'm coming down by 2.5 inches by 4 inches normally, which we use for the front part. The width of the neckline is 4 inches, while the depth is 2 inches for this back. We used 3.5 inches for the front. We're using 2.5 inches for this back, sorry, 2.5, not 2.5 inches. So I'm connecting the slanted the shoulder slope. So right here from the chest line, I just want to mark the chest line. I want to connect the chest line. So I first of all make sure it is equal. So I marked the 7 inches on this other side, the zipper side, so that I will make sure that it's equal. Then I'll connect it vertically like so with my ruler to meet the armhole. Remember, the dress has an opening at the back, so what I'm doing here, from the neckline, I'm coming down by half an inch from the neckline. So it's from there that I'll connect it to the chest line to give us the opening at the back. So that is what I did here. From the neckline, I came down by half an inch. Then on the chest line, I want it to be as open as, I just marked 4 inches. That's how wide I want the opening to be. So I marked 4 inches at the chest line, then connect it to the half an inch I marked on the top, like so. Now here to cut the flay at the down part, here is my calculation. I'm using 24, that's the circumference. I folded the fabric into 4 places, sorry. So the circumference of the flay is 24. 24 divided by 3.14 gave me 7 point something something. I rounded it up to 7. Then 7 again divided by 2, that gave me 3.5. So plus 19.5, that is the full length of the flay. So that is what I did here. So after cutting this 360 full flay, I added extra 180 to make it fuller. So right here for our sleeve, guys, this shorter part is 16 inches while the longer part is 25 inches. So at this longer part, I'm going to add elastic to it and gather it. So that was what gave the sleeve the puffiness. So at this point, guys, we have come to the end of this tutorial. The next thing is to go join everything in my machine. Thank you.